Hi, welcome to Art Sphere, and my name is Miss Kristen. Today, I am going to be teaching you how to paint a wave of clouds. I have already started this painting. As you can see, I've outlined my edges with a little bit of tape, and if you look closely, I've drawn what we're going to be painting today. And basically what we're painting is a little bit of clouds, which would be down here, the sun, a little airplane, and the sky. Okay, so we have our painting here, and as you can see, the outline is there, and it's going to be really funny because I'm going to be painting upside down. And the first color that we're going to start with is oil pastel color. You can use watercolor to complete this portrait, color pencils, oil pastels, and also just acrylic. So basically you can use any color paint that you would like to create your picture. These are what I have, and we're going to be using a little bit of oil paint today as well as some acrylic. So I'm going to be starting with the oil paint and the color Naples Yellow Hue. These are what I like to use, and it comes out like that. So I have a very small paintbrush. As you can see, it's like really skinny, and I like to wrap tissue around it because it gives it like a grip like a pencil. So you're going to take a little piece of your yellow and you're going to actually go around the top portion of your painting, just little dots all over. You're going to start at the bottom like this, just like that. And with oil paint, you guys, you really want to take your time and get all the colors together. So it is a little different because I'm actually painting upside down. So in 1 second, after we take a little bathroom break, we are going to flip this upright so you guys can really see what I'm doing. So basically you're just coloring in everything that you inputted, just like so. And once again, this is yellow. You can decide on whichever color you would like to be painting. That is your choice. I just want to make like a sunrising color, so that's the color that I am creating. So you just want to just go over the lines that you drew very lightly, and we're going to paint. I personally love watching the sunrise in the morning. It is very relaxing, and it's like one of my favorite times of the day. I know we're all in the quarantine, so I know that you guys are stuck in the house. So you get more time to, you know, be home with your family and everything like that. Reason why I use a cloth on the edge of my paintbrush, not only for better grip, I can wipe off my paintbrush without having to keep dipping it into the paint remover that I have down there. If you were here, you'll be able to smell it. It smells like gasoline. So with that being said, if you guys are painting or making anything with oil paint, you must have your parents nearby because this stuff is flammable and I don't want any of you guys to get hurt. So for the sake of this video, use watercolor because that way it is water-based. You can wash it off immediately and you don't have to worry about any harmful toxic chemicals. I've been painting for a very long time and the smell and everything, you have to be ventilated. So this is color right here is a blue gris and it's just a really soft light blue. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to do the outline and for the background, and I'm just going to go in the background like this, just like that, just like that, just subtly. This is oil paint. So oil paint, guys, the pigment is very strong and it's a lot different as opposed to watercolor. Watercolor is a lot more easier to deal with. So if you want to start out painting, I highly suggest that you use watercolor paint because it's a lot easier for you guys to use, and you can actually do this activity with your parents and it would be very fun. What I'm doing right here is I'm not even stroking my brush, I'm slowly blotting the paint marks over, just like so, just like that. And like I said, this is a very light color. And if you would like to make your painting lighter, any color that you would like to make lighter, you can just add white to your color. Remember, guys, that there are only 8 primary colors in a color wheel. So every color that we use in a world is based off those 8 colors. So that is what we are doing. So I am slowly blotting my picture just like this, and if you get a little close up you can see what I mean. Now right here is yellow, but I'm going to show you guys a trick. When oil paint dries, you have to be very careful when you're painting with oil paint. Not only is it like super pigmented, it dries really different. So we're actually going to take a 5-minute break so I can readjust the camera, and I'll see you guys in a second. Do anything. So hey guys, we're now back. I had my assistant, Mr. Christopher, help me organize a few things. So I switched from my small paintbrush to this paintbrush. This is a 12 paintbrush, and as you can see, the brush is nice and clean, and it's been cleaned to paint thinner, and we're going to be going in with this ultramarine blue oil paint by Reeves, and we're just going to do, really, I have a palette that I use when I'm painting, and that's just a piece of board with a little hole in there so you can hold it, but I'm not using that today because this is a small picture. So I'm actually going to start doing this. I'm going to go in with the dark blue just like this, the same way I went in with the light blue. I'm going to slowly stroke the pencil like this. Slowly stroke the pencil like this. Nice and slow. You want to make the 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 paint colors kind of like poke through like this. You don't want to make it too prevalent because like I said, oil paint takes a very long time to dry, And if you're doing watercolor, it's super easy and super fast. So here I'm just doing the same thing from the previous clip, and I'm just going in with the paintbrush and the dark blue, blotting over everything that I want to be dark blue, nice and softly. I'm going back in with the light blue now, and I'm going back in places where I want to be light blue. Um, Blue is, like I said, it's different shades and different hues, and it's basically based on the saturated colors, high saturated and low saturated. And if you guys remember from when we were in class, we really went over this in really great detail. And so this is a prime example of a high saturated color and a low saturated color. So I'm just going back over with the dark blue, more and more, getting it darker and darker. And that's all I'm doing in this picture. I sped the camera up so you guys wouldn't have to sit there and watch paint dry. A little joke. And now I'm going in with a little black because it's supposed to be like a thunderstormy, like a dark going into light cloud. I'm trying to teach you how to do like a little definition. So I'm going all over in the places where I want to be dark. I couldn't get that open for So here I'm just going in with a little bit of light yellow and a dark yellow, and I'm trying to create a little bit of definition, and just slowly stroking over each color little by little, going back in with a little bit of blue and a white to try to enhance the colors, and going in with all the colors that I've been using, just going back in, highlighting different parts and making the picture a little bit of my own, and you're never finished when you're painting the picture, so I'm going over now with the whites, and I'm taking the tape off. That's why you want painter tape, because it can damage your picture. So here is the finished product of the picture that we created. Your picture will not look like mine. Mine will not look like yours. But it was very fun painting with you today. Stay tuned for next.